ओम नमो नारायण। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम नमो नारायणाय। Yes, friends, welcome. Let us do our today's exercise also of studying Shastras. This is an exercise to our Manabuddhi to keep them healthy, intact. The healthiness, being intactness of the Manabuddhi is when it recognizes the final goal and attunes to it. 5 things we do today are our Rigveda Parayanam, our common sense thought, our Mangalacharana Shloka and Sankalpa, then our Upanishad Mantrocharanam, Upanishad Adhyayana with Bhashyam. In the Vedic chanting, we are into chanting of Rigveda Saptama Mandalam from 51st mantra we have to chant. Let us start. Please open your whatever the gadgets, books, resources, join with. At least you can see or you can even chant. Om Athaveda Parayanam Rigvedaha Saptama Mandalam Atha Eka Panchashattamonuvakadarabhyam Om Aditya Namavasanotanena Sakshi Mahisharmana Shantamena Anagastve Adititve Turasa Imam Yajnam Dadatu Shroshamanas Adityaso Aditirmadayantam Mitro Aryama Varuno Rajishthah Asmakam Santu Bhuvanasya Gopaah Pibantu Somamavaseno Adya Aditya Vishve Marutascha Vishve Devascha Vishva Rubhavascha Vishve Indro Agnirashvina Tushtuvana Yuyam Pata Swasti Sadhana. 52. Aditya so Aditaya Syama Purne Purde Vratavasavo Martyatra Sanema Mitra Varuna Sananto Bhavema Dyava Prathivi Bhavantah Mitrastanno Varuno Mamahanta Sharma Tokaya Tanayaya Gopaah Mavo Bhuje Manya Jatame No Matat Karma Vasavo Yachayadve Turanyavongiraso Nakshantaratnam Devasya Savituriyadanah Pita Chatanno Makhanyajatro Vishve Devaha Samanaso Jushanta. 53. Pradyava Yagnaihi Pruthivi Namobhi Sabada Ide Bruhati Yajatre Te Chiddhi Purve Kavayo Grunanta Puro Mahidadire Deva Putre Prapurvache Pitaranavya Sibhirgirbihi Krunodvam Sadane Rutasya Anodyava Pruthivi Daivyena Janena Yatam Mahivam Varutham Uto hi vam ratnate yani santi puroni smedhattam yada sadaskrudho yuyam pata swasti vidhanah. 54. Vastoshpate pratijani yasman svavesho anamivo bhavanah yatve mahe pratitanno jushasvashanno bhavadvipadesham chatushpade vastoshpate pratarano na edhi Gayaspano Gobirashvebirindo Ajarasaste Sakye Syama Piteva Putran Pratino Jushasva Vastoshpate Sharmaya Sasam Sansadate Sakshimahi Randvaya Gatumatya Pahi Kshema Utayoge Varanno यूयं पात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः। 55 अमीवहावास्तोष्पते विश्वारूपाण्यविशन्न सखाप्सुषेव एदिनः यदर्जुनसारमेय ततः पिशङ्गयच्छसे वीवभ्राजन्तरुष्टय उपस्रक्वेषु बप्सतो निषुस्वप स्तेनन्रायसारमेय तस्करं वा पुनस्सर स्तोत्रो निन्द्रस्य रायसि किमस्मान् दुच्छुनायसे निषुस्वप त्वं शोकरस्य दर्द्रुहि तव दर्दर्तु सूकरः स्तोत्रो निन्द्रस्य रायसि किमस्मान् दुच्छुनायसे निषुस्वप सस्तु माता सस्तु पिता सस्तु श्वासस्तु विश्वदिः ससन्तु सर्वे ज्ञातय सस्त्वयमभितो जनः य आस्ते यश्च चरति यश्च पश्यति नो जनः तेषां संहन्मो अक्षाणि यथेदं हर्म्यं तथा सहस्रशृङ्गो वृषभो यः समुद्रादुदाचरत तेना सहस्येना वयं निजनान् स्वापयामसे प्रोष्ठेशया वह्येशया नारीर्यास्तल्पशी वरीः स्त्रियो याः पुण्यगन्धास्ताः सर्वाः स्वापयामसि 56 क ईं व्यक्ता नरः सणीडा रुद्रस्य मर्त्या अधस्वश्वाः न कीर्ह्येषां जनोंषि वेदते अङ्गविद्रे मिथो जनित्रम् अविस्वपोभिर्मितो वस्पन्त वातस्वनसश्येना अस्पृधन् एतानि धीरो निन्याचिकेत पृश्निर्यदूधो महीजभार साविट्सुवीरा मरुद्भिरस्तु सनात् सहन्ति पुष्यन्ति नृम्णम् यामं येष्टाः शुभाशोभिष्टाः श्रिया सम्मिश्ला ओजोभिरुग्राः उग्रं व ओजस्थिराशवांस्यधा मरुद्भिर्गणस्तु विश्मान् शुभ्रो व शुष्मकृद्मी मनांसि मुनिरिव शर्धस्य धृष्णोः सनेम्यस्मद्युयोतदिद्युम्मावो दुर्मतिरिह प्रणङ्नः प्रिया वो नाम हुवेतुराणामा यत्रुपन्मरुतो वावशानाः स्वायुधास इष्मिणः सुनिष्का उत स्वयं तन्वः शुम्भमानाः शुचिवो हव्यामरुतः शुचीनां शुचिं विनोम्यद्वरं शुचिभ्यः ऋतेन सत्यं मृतसाप आयञ्शुचिजन्मान शुचयः पावकाः हंसेष्वामरुतः कादयो वो वक्षस्सु रुक्मा उपशिश्रियाणाः विविद्युतो न वृष्टिभिः रुचाना अनुस्वदामायुधैर्यच्छमानाः प्रबुध्न्याव ईरते महांसि प्रनामानि प्रयज्यवस्तिरध्वम् सहस्रियं दम्यं भागमेतं गृहमेदीयं मरुतो जुषध्वम् यदि स्तुतस्य मरुतो अधीदेत्ता विप्रस्य वाजिनो हवीमन् मक्षूराय सुवीर्यस्य दातनो चिद्यमन्य आदवदरावा अत्यासो न ये मरुतः स्वञ्चो यक्षदृशो न शुभयन्तमर्याः ते हर्म्येष्टाः शिशवो न शुभ्रावत्सासो न प्रक्रीडिनः पयोदाः दशस्यन्तो नो मरुतो मृडन्तु परिवस्यन्तो रोदसी सुमेखे हरे गोहानुहावतो वो अस्तु सुम्नेभिरस्मे वसवो नमध्वम् आवो होता जोहवीति सत्तः सत्राचीं रातिं मरुतो गृणानः य ईवतो वृषणो अस्ति गोपाहसो अद्वयावीहवतेव उक्तैः इमे तुरं मरुतो रामयन्ति इमे सहस आनमन्ते इमे शंसं मनुष्यतो निपान्ति गुरु द्वेषो अररुषे दधन्ते इमे रध्रं चिन्मरुतो जुनन्ति भृमिं चिद्यता वसवो जुषन्त अपबाधध्वं वृषणस्तमांसि दत्त विश्वं तनयं तोकमस्मे मावोधात्रान्मरुतो निरराममा पश्चाद्दग्म रथ्यो विभागे आनस्पार्हे भजत नाव सव्ये यदीं सुजातं वृषणो वो अस्ति संयद्धनन्तमन्युभिर्जना शूरा यह्वीश्वोषधीषु वीक्षो अधस्मानो मरुतो रुद्रियासस्तातारो भूतपृतनास्वर्यः भूरिचक्रमरुतः पित्र्याण्युक्तानि यावः शस्यन्ते पुराचित् मरुद्भिरुग्रः पृतनासु साढा मरुद्भिरित्सनिता वाजमर्वा अस्मे वीरो मरुतः शुष्म्यस्तु जनानां यो असुरो विधर्ता अपो येन सुक्षितयेथरेमादस्वमोको अविवस्याम तन्न इन्द्रो वरुणो मित्रो अग्निराप ओषधीर्वनिनो जुषन्त शर्मन्स्याम मरुतामुपस्थे यूयं पात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. That's purpose of doing this Vedic chanting every day is to remind ourselves that we are Sanatana Dharmins, and the chantings will make us familiar with these words. If not today, some other day, we will definitely have the desire to know the meaning of them. And by God's grace, when we are blessed with to have a guru who teaches us the meaning of all this, then we will know the glory of our Rishi Parampara, our Bharata Sanatana Dharma, and our Shastras, how they guide us in all the wisdoms required for the outer and inner life. And our gratitude to the Rishis also expressed through these chantings. And then these 8 to 10 minutes spending is definitely worthy. Who else are doing this Veda part every day? Batao. We are the few of the ones. Many are doing in ashramas and all. So why not us also? That was the idea. Not only this, we are doing the Purana Parayanam, the Gita Parayanam, the other Upanishads Parayanam, and also Prakarana Grantha Parayanam, Bhashya Parayanam. These are all going to add up to and remove all our tamagunadi and fill our hearts with such positive adhyatmic samskaras, which in future will make us single pointedly pursue the path of perfection. Friends, in today's common sense thought, this is the idea. These are the four things. One, we have to be exactly become aware of what state of life we are going through now. Absolutely at every aspect of it. What exactly is happening and state of life we are going through. At the physical level, from morning we get up till night we sleep, what are happening, what are being done by us. Not only outside but inside also. At the level of the mind, all the things. The frustrations, the fears, the miseries, the disappointments, the dejections, the expectations, the desires. These are all the inner world. You have to become aware of it that we are in this life of chaos inside, first and foremost. Then the second one is what? Is that the only thing that is possible to us, or is there any better way of living life? It is most important. The possibility and existence of higher life living, if it is not awared by us, known to us, then we only think this alone is what is the life is lived, and here only we'll be stuck up. Therefore, we should also be wise enough to see all the possibilities of higher life. And luckily in today's world, communication is so fast that we can see the world, people, things, and all. From them, at the gross level, we can understand that these can be the higher lives. And that's what people do. That they discuss or they observe and then discuss within their own family, and they try to increase the standard of living, wherein all the comforts they add to. Helping us are these great scientists or the other investigators, etc., who are making life easier by bringing out so many newer and newer conveniences, gadgets, etc. It's mind blowing only when you see that. In the same way, in this very same world, if we just shift the focus of attention, there's a big strata of beings, human, who are also inside themselves. They are learning and growing. Are they not the good hearted people, kind hearted people, the value oriented people, the social service oriented people, asset to the world country? So that means what? That possibility of that type of not only standard of living, but the standard of life also, we must become aware of. You know, the awareness of that type of life as well as the beauty of living life like that. Isn't it? Just imagine that social service person within himself, early morning, getting up, equipping himself, gathering all resources, going into the world with a group of people, and the world welcomes them. They sit together, plan together, become synergized, and achieve by evening some or the other great social services accomplishments. How wonderful is that life? Is it not better than we? Just like that, waking up only so late and the whole day is spent not even in going out of the house to fetch even our own requirements for the day. अब देखो इसका उसका comparison करना चाहिए ना. We have to see which is a good life, which is a better life. And now when he is welcomed there, respected there, and he is not worried, concerned about their welcome or respect, he himself from the heart, how best I can serve them today, how best I can them help them today. See, this thought of life, how beautiful it is, how joyful that type of life. So in this way, we can observe the world and see the possibility of living higher standard of life. Life of service, life of values, life of contributions, life of helping to the others. It's very good. There are even now in this Bhayankar Kaliyuga, some people are there. सुबह उठ के एक घंटा that big brother calls all his brothers, sisters, even friends, how are you all? Is it fine? They may be very rare species, but still they are there. Their standard of life is much better than the other fellow who has got up morning, made tea, coffee, and gave it to his wife, and he drank, washed the utensils. At least that much he is doing, that's better. See that people. This is called higher standard of life. Then in the same world, there are other people also who are matured, more wanting to find something deeper, purpose of life, higher purpose of life, even where from this whole drama is happening. They want to observe, they want to know, they want to reach to that state. They are all called the spiritual giants. And the vigorous tapasya they do of clear understanding of their schedule of the day and how they quickly conserve their time and mind and energies and resources and daily they apply it only in pursuit of that. A little bit journey they achieve that day, again next day, again next day. Just like in the world also, the scientists, they take up their place of equipments or experiments. They sit there that day, they try, they struggle, they better their best, and whatever achieved, they note down. And the next day again they come there to 10, 15, 20 saal, something they discover. In the same way, there are these people, which is very, very tough. Spiritual giants they are. So that also is possible in this life. So we have to first of all know where do we stand. Second, we must know what are the possibilities. And luckily, today in our Upanishad also, today, tomorrow, this is the subject exactly discussed. Thank God. I didn't know that it has got coincided that the subject discussed and the common sense thought are same. Abhi मैं realize कर रहा हूँ. Two things are done. Then the third one is what then? In each of these things, in increasing our outer comforts, in increasing that is standard of living, and in increasing our standard of life, and also in enhancing our spiritual visions, spiritual doings, spiritual progresses. What exactly I have to do? This again big subject. And these things we must know. How can our intellect continue to be in this tamo guna of not wanting to think, not wanting to know, not wanting to note down, not wanting to remember, and accordingly function? है ना? उस स्थिति को पहुंचने के लिए मुझे क्या करना है? Why there is no spashtata in this? Why should not be there the spashtata? Where are we going wrong? Where are we lagging behind? Only one thing. It is tamo guna. Again and again, again and again, our Bhashyakara tells us about that only. The opposite of tamo guna, the positive quality, he talks about viveka, viveka, viveka. Viveka means Shuddha Sattva Guna of the Buddhi, which is continuously discriminating, continuously analyzing, continuously understanding, adopting, executing. And now the things to be done for our own betterment, isn't it? पूछो Guru say, but after listening from Guru, note it down, make that knowledge yours, isn't it? We can't afford to be vague throughout life regarding what exactly I have to do for my improvement. Now we talk about spiritual. Both the standard of mind, the life we call it as standard of living means comforts. Standard of life means state of mind. Then spiritual standard. As quickly as possible, if we can be very clear about what we have to do and also start doing. It's so wonderful for us. And whatever the other sentiments or hang-ups or hangovers or hangouts or any emotions, attachments, burdens, duties, each of them we have to sort out. That also is a part of the game. Without sorting them out, our good will, our very good sankalpa of doing this and that sadhanas won't be possible. And remember, while we are trying to do the sadhana, when so many obstacles come, tackling those obstacles also is part of sadhana, isn't it? Like I'm not sitting for meditation now, which is the higher sadhana. But I am doing the Shastra Adhyana and Adhyapana at this level of mind. This itself is sadhana, isn't it? Which will equip me tomorrow for that. So, to sorting out all the outer inner issues also is a part of sadhana. Only after doing that. Like if cooking is a sadhana, then for cooking, making all the items ready, that also is part of cooking, isn't it? If driving car is the driving, then cleaning the car, ensuring everything is perfect, is not part of the driving. That also part, without that, the other thing, next thing cannot be done. So therefore, at this level of my life, yes, I am endowed with so many of the negative habits, negative notions, so many of lethargies at every level. For me, really, to be able to do all the higher adhyatmic sadhanas is a dream and far reaching, no doubt. But at this time, let me sort out all that. That is sadhana. Keeping the higher goal in mind, even if I am minding my health, is also sadhana. If I am minding my mind, also is a great sadhana, required sadhana. That's why the Shamadhi Shatka Sampada, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada, they are also sadhana only. That's called Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada. Then only the other things can be done. So in this way, very clear picture regarding what exactly we have to do, the third one. And we should be able to start doing. Last one, the fourth important is in this way, increase in the standard of living, betterment in the standard of life, evolution in spirituality. What is the role of the Guru and the God? We have to be very clear about it. What is their role? Where their role is there, in what way they help me, and very importantly, how I have to tune to them to receive their help. It's a more bigger subject than the earlier three. First of all, we have to understand and accept the presence of the Samashti Ishvara with the Samashti Upadhis and the infinite power called as Maya under his control. Then we must also accept that such Ishvara is Sarvavyapaka, all pervading, omnipresent, Sarva Shaktiman, omnipotent, Sarvagnaha is omniscient. All that we have to accept. These are all required. Then to tune to him this particular Rupa and Nama, and to tune to him in our own Shastras by the experienced Gurus, these type of Paddhatis they gave to tune to that Ishvara. Those Paddhatis are called the various Upasanas. These all have to be known by us, isn't it? These are the ways by which the blessings, the grace, the help, the protecting help from that Ishvara happens. All these also we must know. They are so vividly given in our Shastras. But we are half-hearted in listening to them and zero intellected in understanding them and minus in our practice of them. In other words, the Shraddha deep that Lord is there. The Shraddha deep, that through our upasanas, He will respond. Then with all Shraddha deep, doing those upasanas and ensuring that He is listening to our prayers, our submissions, and He is reciprocating. So yesterday, Shanakra Muni, they went to Brahma Bhavana, then Ichchita Ashisha Pai. Whatever the Ashirvad or blessings they wanted, they got from Sri Ramji when they went. That's the lesson. So they know Bhagavan Narayana, they know he is right now as Rama. They also know that now he is there in the Upavana. They just came, they did a great stuti. Isn't it? And then they prayed to the Lord to bless with Anapayini Bhakti in the mind, which is the giver of Mukti, etc. Bhagavan said Tathastu. These kathas when we study. And also, yesterday in our most beautiful Skanda Purana also, the Brahmana Kumara and Raja Kumara. You see that glorious topic that Gandharva coming along with his daughter and so vividly explaining to that Rajakumara that I went to Kailasa yesterday, Bhagavan Shivaji was there, and then he only told me about you, that you Upadeshita by that Agastya Rishi, Kumbhaja, that not Agastya, Shandilya Rishi, Shandilya, that you are doing Pradosha Puja from such a long time. He only told to give my daughter to you, and he only told me to give you all the power to defeat all the enemies who have occupied your kingdom. Then really he gives everything, that Gandharva Raja, to this Rajaputra. Then they go together, they fight out and eliminate the enemies, and he gets established there as king, lives for a long time. Then the blessings to him are that toward the end he will go to the Shiva Loka, the Kailasa. Now, when we read that, the possibility of that higher stage and what is the role of Paramatma in that as his grace on us and what we have to do. देखो भैया ये सब का स्पष्टता नहीं होना क्या बोलो. So at every of these important levels of the things, so much we have to improve ourselves. That's called as sadhana. That is where we have to roll up our sleeves and then we have to work on that. Narayana. Shri GURUBHYO NAMAHA. Om, 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 Om. Isn't it? So we are talking about the fourth aspect of the role of Paramatma in our spiritual evolution and other two earlier things that you all know. about increase in our standard of living as well as standard of life. The whole Shastras are discussing about these four things only. They make us become aware of what sort of life we are living. Then they indicate to us what are the higher possibilities. Then they tell us what is our responsibility roles we have to do. Then they indicate to us how to invoke the help from the higher source called as Paramatma. Knowing all of them, engaging in them is the way to evolve from where we are to the higher. And as we evolve to that extent, the quantum of misery, bondage, limitations gets reduced, and the quantum of happiness, the feeling of freedom, goes on increasing. That's called evolution. We are here for that purpose alone. A part of that is the whole world in front of us. A part of that is all our duties, relativities, etc. None of them are ultimate. They are all means, not the goal. Goal is this one. We took the means to the goal and we have forgotten the real goal. So, who will remind us of all these things? Who will, in this way, empower our intellects with right understanding, right visions? Only the Shastra, the Sadguru, and in the Satsang. If these three things are missed, no Sadguru, no Satsanga, no Shastra Shravana, then the possibility of the higher things we never become aware of. We do what exactly we think and we do what others tell us, which is generally misguidance because that lower life they are living. So, these are the few things, my dear respected friends, become aware of. One second. Om Namo Narayana. Yes, very important common sense thought we discussed, and in that the three first three topics are covered now in the next two shlokas. The fourth topic was plenty of times covered in every of our Shastra Adhyana. Okay, it's only we have to become more sincere and applying ourselves to mind these things, to seriously mind these things. One of the essential aspect is become serious about our own Adhyatmika Pragati. We are worried about our life, our future life, at the physical level only. कि मेरा क्या होगा when I become old, when I die. These are all every common man does. We need not be, cannot be, should not be like any common man. Na? We are blessed by the Lord, the Gurus with Shastras. So instead of worrying about these things, we should be concerned about our own spiritual doings, spiritual evolution. है That is the change we have to bring in our own intellect. कि आज मेरा एक दिन गुजर गया, मैं एक दिन बूढ़ा हो गया हूँ, तो मेरा मरना एक दिन कम हो गया, जल्दी होगा. These any useless fellow things. Instead of that, in today's day, what are the sadhanas possible? I did. Calculating them, focusing on them is what is our goal. It should be done by us. In this way only, focusing on Adhyatmic Pragati, the required things when we do, these unnecessary worries also are transcended and the time is rightly utilized and we are ensuring our own spiritual evolution. Think about it. Right? Om. 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 Om Sahanavavadu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryangkaravavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारणचारुमते कलयेश्वर जीवविवेकविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदेशाक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। सङ्कल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्ते विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं सनातनधर्मसंस्थापकानाम् अस्माकं सह नित्यनिरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिसमस्त मन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयभूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्तितेषु निरन्तरशास्त्राध्ययनाध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयागसाधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्रसत्सङ्गसाधना सेवा मातापितृदेशधर्म सनातनधर्मभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधनाप्रयत्नमध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ॐ नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। Chant the first five mantras. ॐ य एको वर्णो बहुधा शक्तियोगाद् वर्णाननेकान् निहितार्थो दधाति विचैति चान्ते विश्वमहदौ स देवः स नो बुद्ध्या शुभया संयुनक्तो तदेवाग्निस्तदादित्यः तद्वायुस्तदुचन्द्रमाः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्म तदापस्तत्प्रजापतिः त्वं स्त्री त्वं पुमानसे त्वं कुमारौ तवा कुमारी त्वं जीर्णो दण्डेन वञ्चसे त्वं जातो भवसि विश्वतो मुखः नीलः पतङ्गो हरितो लोहिताक्षः तडिद्गर्भः ऋतवः समुद्राः अनादिमत्त्वं विभुत्वेन वर्तसे यतो जातानि भुवनानि विश्वा अजामेकां लोहितशुक्लकृष्णां बह्वीः प्रजाः सृजमानां स्वरूपाः अजो हि कोजुषमाणोऽनुशेते जहात्येनां भुक्तभोगाम् अजोऽन्यः। सर्वेश्वर सदाशिव। While studying these shastras, while being indicated regarding higher lives, living them, seeing the consequence of them, then we will come to know that what type of life we are living for getting safety, security, happiness, etc., are not correct. And we were living them out of our own misconception, wrong notions, wrong convictions. All these misconceptions, wrong notions, wrong convictions together, technically they are called as the delusions. What is the meaning of delusion? Is taking the wrong life to be right life. The wrong way of living to be the right way of living is the delusion. Goal is same. Whether we live right life or wrong life, the goal is being happy. That being is present continuous tense. Everybody's goal is being happy only. Not to be in future, but being all the time. But the ways means we have chosen are wrong. You know, here only some advertisements, some samples are given, but the actual product is only full of giving misery only. Just like when we online search for something, what they show in pictures, etc., is so attractive and so wonderful. And more than 80-90%, when you order the thing, when it comes, it is so substandard only. It is not as it is projected. You can see that. Some things you can order and see. Isi tarah, the world's advertisement that it is a giver of sukha is so fantastic. But actually, when we go for it, more and more bhaya, dukkha, more and more miseries only are there than what we expected from it. It is everybody's experience, and nobody wants to openly accept it and discuss with others. Out of sheer ego, I may get embarrassed there. But everybody is in that situation. No two people want to come and discuss, यार मैंने ये सोचा है इसमें सुख होगा बट था ही नहीं. इसको भी है वो अनुभव बट उसको भी है बट दोनों शेयर नहीं करते. So both delude each other. बहुत झूठ बोलते हैं हाँ ठीक है बढ़िया बढ़िया है वो भी ठीक है बढ़िया बोलते हैं बढ़िया ही नहीं घटिया है. Isn't it? This is what is delusion, where the wrong life is taken as the right life, or the wrong means of the reaching of the goal are considered as the right means. But this notion goes only when, by studying Shastras and the means indicated by the Rishi Muni, we follow for some time and see the certain consequences, definite consequences. Till that time, we need to have the patient application. Right now, ऐसे मेडिसिन लिया फट से बीमारियां दूर नहीं होती. You have to take the medicine for few days, then slowly its asar starts seen. Spiritual medicine also like that, कि सडनली उसका असर नहीं दिखता. अब लेते जाओ दिखेगा. अब बीमारी इतनी बड़ी है कि बहुत दिन भी लगते हैं किसी को उसका असर देखने के लिए. We are the example. You and I, especially I, let us say, why I include you, that our bimari of worldliness is so much, that even after listening to highest Upanishads such a long time, still our convictions for the spirituality, etc., have not yet dawned. Of course, all our other sincerities, homeworks, our applications, they all also show their effect. They also influence whether we do them or not. But in general, we are talking. So have patience, apply, wait and see the glorious results, then come out of delusion to find that this is the path to reach what I want. Right, friends? Now, these shlokas in this Chaturthodhyaya all are wonderful. First three, four shlokas we are told about everything is Paramatma only. Now, taking from Chandogya Upanishad, the three types of ajas are told to us. Aja, feminine, ajaha, masculine, ajaha, masculine. So, aja, feminine is Maya, Prakriti, Trigunaatmika, Lohita, Shukla, Krishna, or Tejab Anna Lakshana. Right? Ajam. And what is that? Bahvihi Prajaha Sujamana Sarupa. It's all indicated way of saying. We have to have the expanded intellect to understand it. What it means is, it is the Maya Prakriti with its three gunas, creating the whole world which is Trigunatmika. The same thing in Gita said in 7th chapter of 12th shloka is Tribhir Gunavayahi Bhavaihi Evi Sarvavidam Jagat. Mohitam na abhijanati mam ebhyah paramaveyam. See, the entire world of beings are deluded by the bhavas, the expressions which are out of these three gunas. Tribihi gunabhayahi bhavaihi mohitam. Idam jagat. Idam jagat means the beings in the world. Na avijanati mam. They are not able to know me, the self, the reality, truth, ebhyah param and avyayam, which is beyond these three gunas and imperishable. Same is here. Loita Shukla Krishna. Okay, now first one Ajaha is Ajohi Ekaha Jushamanaha Anushete. One Ajaha, the Jiva, Vijnanatma, then Chirakala Kama Karma Vinashitaha. He is only enjoying, indulging in these three gunas, identifying those gunas. Anushete means thinks this alone is final. And stuck up there only. Like millions of people, human beings, their routine of job, salary, being happy with the family, alone is the life they think. That's called anushete. They are stuck up there. Unko the other things that here you can go to temple, you can go to satsang, you can go to an ashram, you can stay a week there to study shastras, you can invite the Mahatmas to your house, you can host, you can plan for some activities. ये कुछ भी कहो वो एलियन हो जाते हैं. ऐसा कैसा हो सकता है, हमसे कैसा हो सकता है, मैं तो नहीं कर सकता हूँ. So in a particular day schedule, they are anushete. They are slept to that, means identified with that, only that much routine. I am comfortable in that. It's my comfort zone. I don't want to give up. And that's why they don't do any of these spiritual sadhanas. They're happy. 7:30 तक सो जाओ, उठ के चाय कॉफी पी लो, नहा लो, और फिर ब्रेकफास्ट बन जाएगा, तब तक गो टू ऑफिस. 6 o'clock उठकर थोड़ा स्नान करके पूजा करो. No, no, that's beyond their comfort zone. Evening आते ही then again they take bath, fresh up for 1.5 hour, go to picnic with the wife or sit and chit chat, eat and sleep or watch TV. अरे भाई कोई मंदिर जा सकते हो, कोई संत महात्मा का सत्संग हो रहा है. No, no, that's out of our comfort zone. People are in their own comfort zone. That's why they don't recognize the higher possibilities. Therefore, they don't put effort by coming out of that comfort zone. Therefore, they are stuck up there only. So ajohi ekaha jushamanaha anushete is that jiva stuck up at that level by his own choice. Examples are given. Isn't it? We're all stuck up at our own level of deciding the comforts. As long as we have made a comfort zone and staying in that only, we are stagnant there. We can never evolve. We have to work hard by recognizing the higher possibilities and resources, working towards that, we have to grow. Then only we grow. We have to come out of the comfort zone. Whoever have come out of the comfort zone alone have discovered higher goals, achieved them, became helpful for others, themselves also evolved. That is the second person. Ajo heko jushamana anushete. Then jahati enam bhukta bhogam ajonyah. Anyaha jaha enam ajam bhukta bhogam jahati. He just struggled and did all his sadhana, kicked that maya of three gunas, and has risen above that to experience his infinite, all pervading lordship. Prabhutva. This is simple. See, in one shloka, if somebody asks us to tell the entire Vedanta, Bandhana, Sadhana is this. There is Ishvara, his Maya, with this whole world is being created, and one, the Jiva, stuck up in that only, eking out his own worldly experiences there, and in that He goes on getting sometimes kicks, sometimes praises, etc. The Dvandva. That's how the samsara continues. The other one, what is the answer given here? Anyaha acharya upadesha prakasha avasadita avidya andakaraha is $1,000,000 thought. Such one, Jahati Tejati, it just gives of that Maya, rises above to his own identity. This sentence that rising above the Maya is possible only by this process is very crucial to be kept in the heart. Acharya Upadesha Janita Prakasha Avasadita Avidya Andakar. आचार्य के पास गए, उनका उपदेश को सुना, अंदर प्रकाश मंत नॉलेज हुआ, उसने अवसादन या नाश किया है किसको? हाँ, अविद्या अंधकार, द डार्कनेस ऑफ इग्नोरेंस followed by the delusion is destroyed only by the prakasha, the knowledge gained by every one of us only when we listen to the upadesha of the acharya. Of course, acharyas give the upadesha of their own anubhuti and the shastra and their anubhuti. The anyaha is this person. Jahati enam bhukta bhogam anyaha ajaha. He is a jivan mukta. So ajaha maya, one ajaha is baddha jiva, second ajaha is mukta purusha. So the baddha jiva is jushamanaha anushete. And who is the mukta purusha? Enam jahati. Bhukta bhoga means he understands that it is empty. The real enjoyability is in the self. Seeking the self, he transcends the maya. In short, this is Vedanta. And all what we are doing is maya only. The maya atita, atmanubhuti is only inside us, in the cave of our heart, to discover it. Once it's discovered, then we revel in that only, because that alone is ultimate reality. You may use the pot for the 20 years, yet pot is not real, the mud is real. But you never think about that there is something substratum mud. We only go on using the pot because it has vyavahara, utility value. Same way, the entire world, how much vyavahara we do that, still it's all like the pot, the delusion only. There is some reality behind it. The mud sthaniya sadvastu is there. Recognizing that is the journey conclusion, evolution conclusion. What we want, the infinite bliss gained. What we want, the zero misery, that is also achieved. Correct. Now come the set of two most enchanting shlokas. Let us enter into them, make a beginning today. It will take 2 or 3 days for us. What is it? Idanim sutra bhutau paramartha vastu avadharanartham upanyasyete. Idanim, now, upanyasyete, brought very close to our understanding. Right now, brought very close to our understanding. What? Vastu avadharanartham. To make us have the avadharana, doubtless understanding about the Vastu, the Paramatma Tattva. So, to make us understand doubtlessly about the Paramartha Vastu, to our notice, these things are brought. What are they? Ki Sutra Bhutau, a Sutra Rupi, 2 shlokas. Sutra Bhutau, dual case. So, the next 2 shlokas are the Sutratmaka shlokas, of which the Vyasatmaka or explanation will be done in the subsequent mantras. The purpose of both the Sutra and Vyasa is to bring to our understanding the Vastu Avadharana Artham. Like in Gita also, the second chapter, the 11th to 28th slokas are Sutra Bhuta. Then the whole Gita talks about how to achieve this Sutra Bhuta Sthiti of Paramatma Anubhava. Starting the journey from where we are. Arjuna is there in the Yuddha Kshetra, therefore he'll have to do the Yuddha because it's Dharmic Yuddha and it's the sadhana. Pure chapter mein, all 18 chapters, Bhagavan goes on explaining how to live life so that what is said in the Sutra mantras is achieved. The state of Najayate Mrite Ava Vipaschit, all that. Here also, these 2 mantras are Sutra Bhuta, and then explanation how to achieve this, the sadhana or the goal indicated how to achieve. The subsequent mantras will guide us in it. That's the Sambandha Bhashya. Idanim Sutra Bhutau Paramartha Vastu Avadharanartha Upanyasyate. Okay, and in both the mantras, first and second, and especially to the second mantra, the exhaustive bhashyam given by Bhagavan Adi Shankara, I will to spend time with all my patience going through it slowly, steady. I will not rush up. Every sentence we have to digest it. This comes in other Upanishad Katha, also in Gita, also 15th chapter somewhere. Right? Now we are chanting the mantra 3 times. Om Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samanam Ruksham Parishasvajate Tayoranyah Pipalam Swaduvatti Anashnan Anyo Avichakashiti. Again. द्वासुपर्णा सयुजा सखाय समानं वृक्षं परिषस्वजाते तयोरन्यः पिप्फलं स्वादुवत्ति अनश्नन्नन्यो अविचाकशीति. Again, द्वासुपर्णा सयुजा सखाय समानं वृक्षं परिषस्वजाते तयोरन्यः पिप्फलं स्वादुवत्ति Anashnan Anyo Avichakashiti. Of this shloka, word to word meaning and total meaning of this shloka, we'll just try to feel it, then we'll study it exhaustively, guided by Bhagavan Adi Shankara's Bhashya. Okay, let us see that. Dva. Dva means two. Suparnaha, having good wings. Naturally, who have the good wings? The birds only. So when it is Suparna, saying that having good wings, we should understand that it is talked about the birds. Because wings, birds ko hi hote hain. See, that's how we have to be intelligent. Mystical and indicative are the mantras of Upanishads. We have to follow the Bhashya ityadi, use our brains to grasp. So, Dva, dono ho gaye. Suparna, very good winged. Dva means two. Dva, Suparna. And Sayuja, they are always together. Sakhayo, they are friendly also. Da Suvarna Saija Sakhayo. There are two good birds with good wings. They are always together. They are very friendly to each other. Where are they? Samanam Vruksham Parishasva Jate. Samanam Vruksham, the same tree, Parishasva Jate, holding on to that. Both of them hold on to that one tree only. Meaning, naturally, the birds are on the tree only. So therefore, see that intelligent way of the Rishi to explain. The two birds holding on to same tree. This is in Mundaka Upanishad, this is here, and both of them are guided by the Taittiriya Upanishad, in which the Pakshi is very exhaustively explained 5 times. And Tasya so and so eva shiraha, so and so is Dakshina Pakshaha, so and so is Uttara Pakshaha, so and so is Atma, so and so is Puchham. Shiraha, Uttara Pakshaha, Dakshina Pakshaha, Atma, Puchham. Every bird has the head, right wing, left wing, the stomach portion, main body, and the pooch. Puchham. Taittiriya Upanishad is the starting. From there to the Mundaka, from the Mundaka to this Upanishad. So the two birds on the same tree, having good wings, they are very friendly to each other. Together they stay. Dvasuparna, two birds of good wings, Sayuja, together, Sakhayo, friendly to each other. Samanam Vruksham, same tree, Parishasvajate, holding on to the tree, hugging, they stay there. Parishvangana means hugging it tightly. And then the bird has to hold on to that branch, otherwise गिर जाता है वो. Then among these two words, the difference is tayoho, among those two, anyaha means one of them. What is doing? Pippalam swaduvatti. To that tree, lot of people of fruits are there. Swadu atti, it is eating to get this swadu sukha of it. And sometimes good fruit, if it is able to get it, it is happy naturally. कभी वो खट्टा है और hard है, वो फल, then it is miserable. Like that also every day we sit for भोजनम, खाना अच्छा है तो we enjoy it, अच्छा नहीं है तो we will feel bad, चलो कल के लिए. In every interaction with the friend, अच्छा लगा, very good, nice, we'll repeat tomorrow. If not, either we'll better perform or go to other person. This is what Pakshi is doing every day. Tayoho anyaha, among them one of them, pippalam swadu atti. It is eating the pippala phala. What is that phala and all? With Bhashyam we study. Anyaha, what about other word? Anashnan. He is not interested in eating those fruits. Anashnan, not eating. Anyaha, the other bird, avichakashiti. Just it is watching. In its beautiful wisdom, awareness, it's watching. Watching the tree, watching the leaves of the tree, watching the fruits that are there of the tree, watching this sakha, other bird, and that other bird is going, trying to get joy with eating one fruit. And if it is good, it stays there for some time. Acha nahi laga, it leaves it and goes to the other one. The other bird is watching all of that. Anashtan anyaha vichakashiti. Clear? So the literal meaning of the shloka is explained. Now the indicated meaning is what? Ki we'll see again with Bhasha more exhaustively tomorrow, just to make familiar with the meaning, so that the deeper meaning ke liye we are available. Ki in this very Sharira only, this Sharira is called Vruksha. Two birds are there. One is the Jiva Pakshi, second is the Ishvara Pakshi. Dono hai isme. Very interesting. This is the very sublime and very beautiful way of telling very sublime thing. In this very Sharira, there are two birds. One the Jiva Pakshi, who is eating the Karma Phalas. The other one is Ishvara Pakshi, who is just watching. Hai ki nahi bolo? In us, the pure awareness is there doing nothing, just watching everything. There is another individuality is there who is struggling to get some phala by doing some karma and wanting to get happiness by indulging in that phala. Okay, है कि नहीं बोलो हमारे अंदर? Simple. What we are having alone is being said here in Vedanta. And this one word is Pippalam Atti. सुबह से लेकर शाम तक it going on eating only. The karma phalas of various types. What we are going through every day is the karma phala, and we do some karmas which will give us phala in their fructification time, in their future time. We are doing some karmas which will give phala tomorrow. यही हम जीव कर रहा है, हम जीव कर रहे हैं. अन्य अनष्टन अभिजागश. The other one is just watching without involving in anything. And actually, are they really two birds? Yes and no also. Yes is because we have said just now, no? कर्म फलानुभव पर होने वाला जीव के रूप में हम हैं, अंदर एक साक्षी स्वरूप भी है. No, because they are not two beings, but two states of being. Two states of being. है ना? Like there are no two beings, that a doctor in the chamber and the husband at home. दो लोग हैं क्या उधर? बंदा एक ही है, but two states of beings. In the hospital, he takes care of patients. At home, he becomes patient. He has to become both meanings. States of being. And are there only two? There are 20. He will go to some place else, he'll be other being in that way. Okay. Example is given, one person, two states of being. Here also, one being only, but one possibility of him is to be anashnan anyaha vichakashit. That's the moksha sthit. The other possibility is what? Pipalam swadhuvatti. And in that pipalam swadhuvatti are the million possibilities. Depending on the karma, get the different karma phalas. To experience it, he'll have to go to different places, people, objects, situations. Isn't it? सडनली दक्षिण भारत में रहने वाला गर्मी आते ही उसको कहीं जाना है, कश्मीर जम्मू जाएगा वो. अब उसका पिपलम ऐसा है कि सम टेररिस्ट विल हैव टू शूट हिम. अब हो गया. कर्मफल. Finally, that is what works out. Why not others have gone? Or other thing, he wants to enjoy the summer or the winter there or cool atmosphere. Pipalam swadhuvatti. दिख रहा है ना हमको डेली. How many karma phalas we are going through every day. So this karma phala bhokta jiva is samsari, and the one who is transcended the jiva bhava, the kartrutva, bhoktrutva, is called as avichakashiti, the self, the realized self. आपकी मर्जी है, इच्छा है, चॉइस है, with whom you want to identify. In this, the first one, तयोर अन्य पिपलम स्वादवती, वो जो जीव का जो पूरा ट्रैवल जर्नी है ना, and how he lives, the way Bhagavan Adi Shankara describes in the next mantra is worthy of really studying. Nobody can in so many details explain to us. So we'll see tomorrow. First the Bhashya of this mantra, then the other mantra also we'll study with Bhashya, then get the whole picture that there are two possible lists of states of being in us. One the bound Jiva, the other the liberated Ishvara or the Atman. We have chosen the first one, we are suffering. So still the choice is open. You can choose the second one. What it all about? Let's see tomorrow. Om 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 Om. By heart these two shlokas, try kar lena, it will help. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Come join Gita study for some time.